Oh no, 3 signposts. Can I get through without demolishing them? Oh, blimey, there's a car. I think I did. Oh no! Hello everybody and welcome back to Hutan Pantai. Now, between the previous episode and this one, I've been having a good think about this field here. And in the previous episode, I did mention selling it. Well, cutting it, putting the grass into the silage pit, fermenting it, and then selling this field. I have decided against it because I had a bit of a brainwave. I'm going to turn this field into a huge enclosure for water buffalo, because we need to boost the amount of water buffalo milk that we have, and yes, that would be a very good way of doing it. We're going to keep the area which used to be a forest as an area for just, well, not breeding cows, but just getting cows to be productive, basically, and then we can sell them. We'll probably just keep doing Angus cows there. It does seem to work well, even when I sell them before their time. Yes, next time I'll wait until they are at their maximum price, which I think was £3,500 or something like that, which is very good money. Anyway, I'm heading over to our brand new field, and a worker is going to harvest it for us, because I'm going to be busy back in that grass field, cutting it, so that we can get the pit filled up. I actually do need to clean the pit out though. We do have a bit left in there. Not much, we can just put it straight into the feed mixer, and yes, then we can feed that to the water buffalo. So it's a great system that we have going here, and yeah, we're going to be absolutely raking in the money very soon. I think being able to have a second dairy and another water buffalo farm is going to be the main reason for success on this series. Ooh, a second attempt. Yes, it's a sign. Okay, so we need to get past Noah's withered field, which actually we're going to be buying. We're going to buy this field, as suggested by a viewer. Field number 3, perfect for the paddy field. So the existing paddy fields are going to go. This is going to become our new paddy field, and it's perfect. It looks like a really good place to have it, and it's nice and flat, which is of course fairly crucial for a field which needs to hold water. It's actually quite surprising that that field does not belong to us already, because it's right here. It's right at the farm, but it isn't. It is not part of the farm, so we will have to just buy it separately. I did forget to weed the field, and I'm kind of annoyed about that. It would have been ideal to have weeded it, but not to worry, it's not the end of the world. I think I'm going to probably do 2 headlands with the worker, just because I know how much it struggles with this sort of shape, because look at this. Hopefully it's going to be okay, but just gives it a bit more space to work with. Okay, so it's going to go to wherever it wants to go to. We're going to have to get a trailer over here. It might even be worth having the red trailer. Is the red trailer empty? No, it's definitely not empty. It is actually full. At least I think it's full. Let me just start this up. There might be a bit... Oh, no, that's not full. Oh, my goodness me. What's going on here? Okay, that was not planned. Okay, that's better. Right, so we'll leave it to it. What we'll do is we'll use this trailer. I do have the extension on, and I think, judging by what happened in the previous episode, we will be okay keeping the extension on. I think the auger will actually fit over the top, which is really good news. Of course, the wheat is going to have to go back into the silo over here. This is chicken food. It's all going to be kept as chicken food. But the oats, which we're about to harvest, I'm guessing will be going to a mill. Unless we just sell them as they are, but I don't think it'd be worth doing that. The horses will take oats, actually. So we could keep some, but I'm not really too bothered, because the horses are doing absolutely fine with their hay, so yeah. Anyway, you can see how much bigger that field is down there compared to this field here, and we're making so much money out of this field. So yeah, a massive water buffalo enclosure is going to be the way to go. Looking forward to it. But of course, the shed itself is quite expensive, so we need to save up, but I think it'll be funded by the mozzarella. Ah, slouching sign. Yeah, so I have absolutely no idea where it's going to be when it becomes full, but it is doing the headland, as we know, so I think the best and safest thing to do is just to park it around here, and then we can just move depending on where it is when it is full. So there we are. Just pop it here. Good. So this does mean that we're going to have to use the Valtra, which is currently on the baler, but there's no rush to bale, so they can stay here. Let's go and get the mower. We'll cut that field, which will not take long at all. We'll row it up, and then we'll have to clear out the bunker, which again is a pretty fast job. Whilst I'm doing that, I can do a feed mix, and yeah, that's all going to be a good step in the right direction. Mozzarella, 2 more mozzarella, and even our baby milk parlour thing, what do you call it, dairy? How did I forget that? Even that one has produced a pallet as well. So even that one alone is about £24,000-25,000. Incredible stuff. Right, okay, here are the mowers. Let's just get the rear one on first. You know, one day we might have the Krone Big M, I'm not too sure. Obviously we're going to make do with these for quite some time because these are really good. And the Krone Big M is extravagant, and it doesn't really give us much more working with, but it would be fun to have, just for the sake of having it, I think, in the future. When we get to that stage, when we're absolutely basically just making like £1 million every couple of episodes, we'll just buy one. That actually might happen, because that happened with Bale. And I think, yeah, if we just keep getting more and more enclosures with water buffalo in to make mozzarella, that is exactly what's going to happen. That's on top of all the other productions, of course. And I don't know if you get rewarded for completing the temple. Is there any kind of reward? Or does it just end? Is it just construction project done? And actually, I do still have outstanding collectibles. I've not found all the collectibles yet, which I know is quite hard to believe, but I think I've probably got like 6 or 7 left to find, so yeah, I actually don't know where any of them are. Down to our final triangle here, and I think the combine is probably almost full again, but the problem is, this is the problem with the headlands, it takes so long for it to do a headland, a lap of the headland, because it's just, you know, messing around so much. I don't know why it does all this fine tuning, but it does. Okay, well there we go, that is this done. So I'll just get that piece that's been missed there. We can take these mowers back to the yard, and then yeah, we'll just go and empty the combine again. Where is it? I can't even see it. But it must be somewhere. Again, if you missed the previous episode, I have now increased the amount of chickens that we have. This is not full, but this is a capacity of 386 chickens. So yes, I think there's 150 in there currently, but they should breed. We could actually buy some more, it doesn't really matter. It doesn't really matter either way. It probably is better actually if we buy them now, because then they can just get started, all of them, with producing their eggs, which we know are worth a lot of money, and the best time is coming up very soon, October, November. It also would not be that expensive, so I don't know, we probably won't max out the area there, but we could certainly increase it. But we could increase it to maybe 250, and then they can reproduce up to 386. It's a strange number, but it is just dependent on the size of this. And somehow by having it this big has only increased the capacity by 26 chickens over the default little square. It was tiny. So that's kind of weird, but it's 251. I don't think I bought 251. I must have bought 250. So they must be reproducing. Animals that are healthy and older than 6 months can reproduce. And what do we have? How old are our chickens? Where does it say? 6 months. Okay. So they are yeah, I think that was ours. They are reproducing, yes. It says reproduction 0%, but they're 6 months old, so they must be. Right, over to the Massey Ferguson tractor. Okay, it's doing it like that. Let's unload the combine, and then let's clean out the pit. This should be good timing, actually. It's going to turn around, it's going to come back in this direction. And then we can unload going back down in that direction over there. It looks like I drilled some of our oats in the neighbouring field. The only part of their field which hasn't withered. They should be thanking me. So what is it? It's about 18% per full load, so this is a big trailer. This might even be big enough for the entire field. Oh, it was just about to stop. That was so close. Very good timing. Nice. I've also noticed that the Follow Me mod is now out on Mod Hub, so that is definitely worth checking out. Follow Me is actually a mod which I used to use so much in the days of FS15 and 17. Haven't used it as much recently, but I do know it is a very good mod. Okay, so I'm just going to park over here out of the way. And again, there's no rush to do the baling. We can do that anytime, really. It doesn't deteriorate, even though it should do. So, I think the best thing to do is to bring this feed mixer around over to the pit. Then we can put the silage which remains in the pit into here. We're going to have to get the Merlot, of course. That is quite crucial for this. And then we're just going to have to rent a forage wagon, which will not be super expensive, but at the same time it won't be ultra cheap. The Merlot is already in position waiting for me. Oh, except it has a pallet fork on. We'll just have to take that off, of course. Well, I could try and load it with a pallet fork, but I don't think it's going to end well. And we will be here all day. Oh, there's quite a bit in here, actually. Okay. More than I was expecting. I seem to remember there was less than that. So how full is the pit? 9,206. Well, it sounds like a lot, but actually that is the right amount. That is exactly what we need. I think there was already 2,000 in the bucket. So absolutely perfect. We'll get all this in, we'll clear the pit up, and then we'll get some hay and some straw put into there as well. And then it'd be just a case of giving it to the water buffalo. And then we can prepare the forage wagon. We'll get rid of our round silage bale, the final one. This must have been in the very early episodes. In fact, so much so I have a very vague memory of making them. Yeah, I must have had the... oh no, we had the... yeah, of course, blimey. We had the all-in-one baler, which produced... we wrapped them at the same time as producing the bales. Wow, that feels like so long ago. Anyway, that one's in, and we'll put another one of these in, and then that should do it. But we're doing okay for feed. But of course, for this, probably this coming winter, most of the silage, in fact, I know there is quite a bit actually. How much do we have? Oh, there's quite a bit, yeah. Most of the silage for probably next summer will be from the pit, but it looks like we do have enough in bale form for this winter. We'll produce some more silage bales at some point, but as we do have the pit, it does make sense to utilise it. And as soon as we have a wheel loader as well, with a bigger bucket, we won't even need to use the small telehandler. So, yeah, we've got so many things that I want to buy. The time will come, and we're still saving up for a new tractor as well. Right, which side are we set to? I'm usually set to the wrong side. Yes, we are. Are we? Ah, oh, crikey. No. Yes, that's it. And the combine is almost full again. We can never get on. And we can't just leave this tractor attached because we do need to use it on the forage wagon. Okay, well, let's just get the combine emptied. Looks like it is getting on well. It's finished this area, and it's actually onto the main section. It's going up and down, so yeah, we should almost certainly be done with the combining today. This is our last field. Problem is, I don't think it's going to reach the end before it gets full. I think we're going to have to reverse into the crop. That's annoying. Hopefully it does make it, but I'm fully expecting for it not to make it. Oh, this can be so close. Come on, please. Yes. Oh, perfect. Okay, so we should be able to unload. Going back up the field. That has turned out really well. And I think, yeah, this goes to show that we just don't need to get a bigger combine yet. Eventually, we definitely will do, as we buy up all the land around here. But at the moment, it's just not necessary. This is going to be good enough for this year and probably next year as well. So I'm just wondering which forage wagon we should go for. I can potentially have a look whilst unloading. If we can speed match. Yep, that's good enough. Okay, I'm probably going to end up in the field, aren't I? In the crop. Let me just have a quick look at these. There we go, forage wagons. So I used that one last time. That was really good. 35,000 litre capacity. Hate using the same one twice just because it's nice to use different stuff. But, no. Yes, I really should be using the other one, but I'm going to use this one. Oh yeah, silage additive, we do need that. Oh, for crying out loud, look at me, I'm in front of the combine. That was inevitable. Yes, I've gone smaller just because the field is so local to the yard. Oh, I seriously need to get that mod. I keep meaning to get the mod. It's going to get annoying, which allows me to lock vehicles, so I don't keep tabbing to them. And I keep forgetting. Every episode I'm like, I must make a note. And I never get it. I need to get it. It looks like a very nice pottinger. Oh yeah, and that drill. I've been meaning to do something with it, but I just know we're going to make a loss. But I think it is time it went. And I know there's going to be a lot of people cheering in the chat. Okay, here we go. It's finally gone on episode, what, 100 and... What are we on? Episode 106? 7? I don't know. I'm losing track now. I just cannot believe that we're this far in. Now we should have... I should have some silage additive at the farm, I hope. I should do. Otherwise we're going to have to come back here. Let's have a rummage around in the shed. What do we have? No, it should be in here. Oh, for crying out loud, I think I've probably just wasted a journey. Ah! Yes! Oh, thankfully. This should be enough. It goes a long way. A little goes a long way. Yeah, so that is brilliant. Also, those raisin pallets just there, they'll be sold in September. The price of raisins is best in September. We've got some honey as well. We'll get the honey sold in September. So it begins. It's not going to be a very full pit, but it'll be plenty. It's all we need. We don't need to go crazy with this, and it is just so we're not wasting this grass before I build the new water buffalo shed and pasture on it. Yeah, it seems like a nice forage wagon, very good. And the silage additives should help to pad out the amount of grass or silage that we get. Wonderful. Okay, just got to keep an eye on the combine, and yeah, we'll get this done. We're getting full, and we still have this left. So, wow, yeah, it's been a good field. Despite it being not weeded, it still seems to have done really, really well. It was fully fertilised though, so that is going to make quite a bit of difference. Anyway, just finishing off in the other field, in the grass field. Oh crikey, I've been hit. The combine has crashed into me. I probably shouldn't park here because it's going to get upset about it. I'll just park over here. Should be fine. Okay. So if we back tab, yes, 26,000 litres in the forage wagon. We still have probably 1.5, 2 loads left in the field. Not much at all. And yeah, this whole setup is perfect for compacting the pit. It's actually been levelling it out really well. Oh yeah, and when I said that was our last field to harvest, I was actually wrong. I was forgetting about the rice, because the rice that we have currently is combinable rice rather than rice which is done with the rice harvester. So we do have those two paddy fields, and then they will be destroyed. Yes, probably not the best word to choose from there, but yes, we're going to get rid of them, and we're going to turn those two paddy fields into two very small forests, well, woods, and yeah, with lodgepole pines. So we'll be cutting those trees down for the temple. And then number 3 will be the new paddy field. Just trying to level this out. Compacting is 100%, so it's just to make it look good visually and to make it easy to drive over. That should be fine. Okay, we need to put a bit more at the front here. It's getting quite full at the back. There we go. Let's get a bit more. I'm actually dying to know how many cows would be able to get into this area, or water buffalo. Same thing though when it comes to the enclosure, same enclosure. I just don't know. I don't know how many we have up there. How many do we have up there? Well, 44, but then they were breeding, weren't they? So 44 and 34. That's another full load, and yeah, as I suspected, it's going to be another half load after that. So this really has been perfectly adequate. It's a very good forage wagon. But yeah, we will have to buy a forage wagon, I think, in the future, because I'm probably going to move more towards doing pit silage than I am wrapped bale silage. Just a bit more compacting. I am trying to spread this out as much as possible, otherwise we're going to be climbing a mountain to get the last load in, but I think we'll be okay. I know I haven't gone that far back. The main reason for that is because I don't want it to all spill out the back. The front's not so much of an issue because I can just scoop it up. But yeah, it's actually spilled out the front more than I was hoping. Oh crikey, the combine's almost full again. I suspect this is going to fill it. But it looks like it was pretty much a full trailer for the field. It's going to be just over, I think. Really, really good. If we were using the red trailer, it would have been probably about the same as a red trailer load. Okay, let's get this last bit into the back. And I don't think we have far to go, because I'm pretty sure that is our mill just over there in front of us. And yeah, I think it takes oats. It must do. Surely. Let's just go into factories. Okay, so just quickly try and find it. Which one is it? I am so useless at recognizing the building. That one will do nicely. So, oh, okay, so it does wheat, rice, oats, different type of rice, long grain rice. Sorry, the first one was barley actually, wheat and then sorghum, yeah. So it does take oats. So we're going to go over there. 46,000 litres. And it's still going. And it probably didn't have an empty tank. The grain hut. Now I mustn't just unload because that would sell it. Unless of course the price is really good. 1,342. It's not terrible, but it is supposed to be at its worst around now, so I think we'll just make flour from this. That'll be fine. £789. Oat flour, activate. Let's go and unload. And they'll all spawn, the pallets will spawn over there. That's the delivery and pickup depot, or bay. I think the bay would probably be the better term to use. My brain's being slow today. I don't know why. That's a good load. That is so good. Right, we'll get back to the field and then we'll finish our grass. We are pretty much done. It's been a good episode though. Managed to get 2 different jobs done simultaneously. Look, nobody else has done weeding either. I'm not the only one. But at least we're not all in the same boat as Noah. Noah lost his crop altogether. That's it. Let's try and get out of the pit without it spilling. Oh, it's so close. Daggerwin, move. I think it might have... No, I think that might be... Oh, I don't know. Is it in? Is it out? We've got 138,063 litres. Very good. It's out. Okay, well, not to worry. We can just put that in there next time like we always do. A suspicious mound. Right, so this is all done. For now, we can put the combine in this yard over here, but it is going to have to move up to the other farm for one final time, next time when we do the rice, which will only take about 2 minutes to harvest. But yeah, then it'll be spending all of its time down here. And also, we do need to demolish a shed or two at this farm, so we'll probably do that in the next episode. I think it's actually the big one. The big one is not needed, in my opinion. Yes, this one here. We just don't need it. I don't think. I think if I was to get another one, I'd get the British one. Seems to take up an awful lot less space. And we probably don't need this one either, but... Let me have a look. Oh, I don't know. I don't know. I kind of feel bad for getting rid of storage. It is worth £62,000, and that's 27. Like that, we've already got this one over here. That's not needed either. I don't know. I will address that issue next time. But yeah, let's just put that there. And then we've got the Massey Ferguson tractor that's going to unload this. But the fermenting process has now started. So very soon we'll have lots and lots of silage. We've got another 6,900 litres of oats. And it really shouldn't take too long to produce our flour. So I'll just double check and see when the best price is for the oat flour. I'm hoping it's going to be fairly soon. Is it just generic flour? I think it probably does come under generic flour. Yeah, I think it does. In which case, it would be December. So yeah, it's not that long at all. We're moving into September next month, and then we'll probably pass through, well, October, November, probably quite quickly. So it really is not that long until those prices are good and all this is produced. In fact, the timing should be perfect. It should have produced all the flour by the time the price peaks. So we'll get maximum money. Let me just increase the speed of time so we can see a pallet. The first one is almost here. There it is. Extra fine premium plain flour. All-purpose grain flour. Very generic. Okay, so we do need to get rid of the forage wagon, of course. We do not need to have this anymore. Unfortunately, we've still got lots of silage additive in it, and I don't think we can empty it. Nope. But that's okay. That's not the end of the world. It's not that expensive. Oh yeah, we're still renting the conveyor belts. They probably should be purchased outright. Oh, actually, there is one more thing I want to do, and that is to jump into the lorry, which is just here. We will go and attach that red trailer, and we'll take it over to the cement factory, because we might as well, and then we can get the pit of stones emptying again, because it's always so full. But soon, November, December, we're going to have so much money that we can do everything that I want to do. We're going to buy a new tractor, we're going to turn this field here into the water buffalo field, and, well, like I keep saying, we're going to be buying more land as well. We'll have trees to put in. This winter we're putting lots of trees in. The whole process of moving this farm across to this farm over here has begun. Bale. Oh yes, look at this. This looks very heavy. Very heavy indeed. And it has taken a fair amount out, but look how full that is still. It's still so cram-packed with stones, and it's constantly filling. You know, I think we're really onto a winner with this cement factory. It's now almost free to run. The input is certainly free. And then we make a fortune from the output. So it's great. I could even set everything to selling, so it just happens in the background. Maybe I will do. Probably when we have enough tiles, because we do need to keep taking some tiles over to the temple. But look at that. Brilliant. I've never noticed that sign before. I guess it's been there the whole time though. Spinach makes you strong. And here we are at the cement factory / forest. Yes, I did plant that forest. Using placeable trees, not the tree planter. That would have been satisfying if it had been done with the tree planter. And yeah, we do have a few more products over there, but not enough to justify moving them and selling them. We'll wait until there's plenty. But that is a good load. Still loads in there. Almost hit 200,000 litres. Nice. Okay, well, we'll leave it here. Thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you've enjoyed the episode. And until next time, see you again very soon. Bye for now.